Hey everybody, it's Steve. Welcome back. Today we are going to jumpstart a car that has a dead battery. Now, I don't recommend doing it this way using cables. It's a hassle. We're going to have to bring another car in here and get them close enough where we can connect the two batteries. What I do recommend is using these portable jumpstarting kits. And I have another video on that and how to use it, so check that out if you'd rather do it that way. But if you're in a bind and you need to jumpstart your car right now and all you have is cables, I'll show you how to do it, because luckily it's something that even I can do. So in most cases your battery is going to be in your engine compartment. We're going to need to get access to that. That's not always the case, so if it isn't there, you'll need to check your manual to find out where yours is. But let's get into the engine by releasing the hood latch. That should be found underneath the dashboard to the left typically, and in this case right here we're just going to pull that and you'll hear it click, and that has released the latch. So for most modern cars, even if you pull the latch release from inside the driver's cabin, you're not going to be able to open the hood. There's a secondary latch that is designed to prevent the hood from flying open if you were to inadvertently or accidentally release the hood while you're driving. So to release that, you're going to need to feel underneath. And there should be a secondary latch that you'll, in this case, push up on, and then we'll be able to open the hood the rest of the way. Alright, so this car has a hydraulic prop that keeps the hood open when we're working. Some cars don't have this. You'll find a metal rod that you need to move into position and prop open the hood that way. Alright, so before we get started connecting our cables to the cars, one thing to note. I've got two sets of cables here, and you'll notice the colors are different. This one uses black and orange. This set uses yellow and black. The colors don't really matter. What's most important is that you run the right color to the right terminal. So typically black is going to be negative. So as long as you're doing black negative to black negative, then you're good. You don't want to crisscross those. The color, the other side, is going to be the positive. And again, the yellow positive must go to the yellow positive on the other side. Now these cables, if you look inside, you can see there's a metal piece, and that's the piece that actually carries the conductivity. So that's the part you don't want to touch. If you touch these together like this, you're going to get some sparking, could damage your battery, so do not let those touch. Keep these separated at all times. Okay, here we are in the engine compartment of our bad battery. You see there's a very clearly marked positive, and then the negative side is bare. You're almost always going to see some sort of red cap or something that clearly marks it as positive. But either way, make sure that you've identified them correctly. So we're going to remove that cap. Alright, so we're going to attach our yellow cable first. In this case, will be the positive. So we're going to make sure that we get a good connection there. And then this one we're going to leave for a second. We're going to set this aside, making sure that it doesn't touch any metal for now. Alright, we've connected our yellow to the positive on the dead battery. We want to make sure we connect the yellow to the positive on the good battery. So looking at this battery here, we'll see, again, the red cover with the very obvious plus sign. This is the positive on this battery. The negative side is bare. So we'll remove that cover, and we're going to attach our yellow to this battery, the positive to positive, and then the black is going to attach to the negative side. Making sure you get good connections. The car should not be running at this point, but once we have connected those, we'll do our final connection over there, and then we'll start this car. Alright, the last connection we're going to make is the negative to the bad battery. Now, we don't want to attach it directly to the battery. There could be a spark. Batteries do contain a gas that could ignite. There could be a fuel leak, you don't know. So we want to keep that away from the battery so there's no sparking. So we'll do that to a metal part of the car, somewhere in the frame, so this will work right here. And you'll notice it's a little bit of a distance away from the battery. That's also a good thing in case, again, there could be some sparking. So there we've attached it, and we are now ready to start the good car. Okay, next we'll start the car with the good battery. All right, we're ready to give it a try. Now, at this point, your cable should be connected. The good car should be running, and we should have turned off all our accessories. So if your headlights are on, your emergency hazard lights, the radio, take all that stuff and turn it off, because we don't want to be draining power when we want to get the car started, which takes a lot of energy from the battery. So let's see what happens. All right, she started right up. Good news. So we are ready to disconnect our cables and close up our hoods. Now, you're going to want to let this car run for a little while, because the battery needs a moment or two to recharge. So the longer you can let it run, the better. If you need to drive it around, that's great. It should be fine, but just keep it running for as long as you can. At least 15 to 30 minutes if possible. All right, let's get those cables disconnected and finish up. All right, now our good car is running, and we're going to leave it running so that the battery recharges, but we're going to disconnect our cables. So we're going to do it in reverse order. We're going to remove our negative first, and then our positive, and then we'll go to the good car and remove them over there as well. All right, and then finally we'll take the cables off the good battery and put our cap back on. And that's it. Close up the hood, and we are back in business. Back in business. All right, so we did get it running. It was a little bit of a hassle having to do it with the cables. Again, I highly recommend our battery pack chargers. Links for those down below in the description, and we have a video on how to use it. So check that out if you're interested. I think this video would be great to send to a first-time driver or someone who's never jumped a car before. My daughter just had to do this recently, and she was sort of at a loss. So I wish I had had it then for her. Now, if you like this video, please subscribe. Check out our link below for the other battery packs. And until next time, this has been Steve for things that even I can do. So can you. Until next time, stay safe.